What's up guys, Nashty here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about MIUI's global ROM versus China ROM and also the EU ROM. So, ano nga ba yung MIUI? MIUI stands for Mi User Interface. Basically, it's the firmware or the operating system created by Xiaomi for Xiaomi and Redmi smartphones and tablets as well. So it's basically based on the Android OS, but of course, nilagay dito ni Xiaomi lahat ng pwede niya ilagay to differentiate its MIUI from other OS offered by its competitors. Interestingly, itong MIUI, it can be flashed on other Android devices like, Samsung, HTC, etc. So ano nga ba ang pagkakaiba ng MIUI Global ROM sa MIUI China ROM sa MIUI EU ROM? So, wag na natin patagalin pa. Let's get down to business because it's about to get nasty.
Isang paalala, ang video na ito ay hindi katang-isip lamang. Ito ay pinag-isipan na talagang pinaghirapan. Kaya huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe sa aking YouTube channel. I-follow mo na rin ako sa Facebook, Twitter at Instagram.
I'm sure sa mga nakagamit na ng Xiaomi smartphones, very familiar na kayo with MIUI. Initially, mukha siyang copycat ng iOS ni iPhone. The fact na wala siyang app drawer and all, and yung icons niya, lalo na nung earlier days ba ng MIUI, is sobrang inspired by iOS. So, yun. Pero now, it has, since evolved into I must say, a mature OS. So, kumbaga, now kaya na niya mag-stand on its own without anyone saying na, ay, copycat ka lang or sobrang, alam mo yun, gaya-gaya ka lang sa iPhone or sa iOS. So, sobrang nag-evolve na si MIUI into something na really useful and has, really cool and amazing features. Pero dito, for this vlog episode, pag-uusapan lang natin yung difference ng MIUI Global ROM sa China ROM and isama na din natin yung EU ROM kasi normally, lalo na dito sa Philippines, when you buy smartphones like Xiaomi or Redmi smartphones, people would always ask kung Global ROM ba yan, baka naman China ROM yan, or yung iba nga, siguro mga mas maalam pa sa smartphones, naghahanap sila ng EU ROM. So ano nga ba yung differences nung tatlo na yon? Okay guys, so before tayo magpunta doon sa differences ng Global ROM, sa China ROM, sa EU ROM, gusto ko lang sabihin na lahat ng sasabihin kong information dito sa comparison na to, ay nakuha ko ang information sa GizGuide.com and of course from the online forum, Reddit. So, just to be clear, hindi galing sa akin tong information na to. I'm just, sharing this with you. So, punta na tayo muna sa MIUI Global ROM. So, ano bang meron tong Global ROM ng MIUI? And bakit nga ba, pag officially sold na siya dito or officially available na siya, it's running Global ROM of the MIUI. So, ano bang meron si Global ROM? So, obviously, number one, it's developed for global use. So, it's developed for any other country other than China. Because Global ROM siya, it supports multiple languages. So, hindi lang siya Chinese. So, it would support English and other, of course, major languages kung saan nag-ooperate si Xiaomi. An advantage niya for us is it doesn't, have Chinese apps installed. Obviously, kaya nga siya tinawag ng Global ROM instead of China ROM. You can access Google Apps fully. Meron kang Google Play services, you'll have Google Play Store. Basically, anything that, Google offers, you can access it with your Xiaomi or Redmi smartphone running the MIUI Global ROM. It supports, yung network bands dun sa mga countries kung saan siya officially ibinibenta. So, ano yung downside pag naka-Global ROM ka? Well, of course, ito yung usually na kiniklaim ng mga reviewers is meron siyang what they call bloatware. Bloatware meaning ito yung mga duplicate apps na naka-install sa isang, Xiaomi, Redmi smartphone, right? So, pwedeng meron siyang sariling browser, pwedeng meron siyang sariling email app. Basically, dinuduplicate niya kung ano yung originally na ino-offer na talaga ni Google. So, in my case, like yung Redmi Note 7 na binili ko, naka-install by default si Facebook and si Lazada. So, kasi nga may partnership si Lazada at Xiaomi dito. So, yun. So, it's considered bloatware as well. So, isa yun sa mga sabihin na natin downside ng isang global ROM na MIUI. The good thing is, pwede mo naman i-uninstall itong mga apps na ito, although not all. And then, I think another thing na nakaka-irita sa ilang mga Xiaomi users using the MIUI Global ROM is yung ads within MIUI. Napansin nyo ba na minsan sa notification shade nyo or if you go dun sa parang security, may mga ads na biglang lumalabas sa ilalim na hindi mo alam bakit siya lumalabas. Pero, yun nga, isa to sa mga downside ng MIUI. Oo, mura mo nabili yung phone nila. Pero parang, in a way, dahil mura mo siya nabili, nilagyan nila ng ads. Siguro doon sila kumikita ng money. So, it's a downside. For me, it doesn't really bother me that much. Pero, yun nga, it has always been pointed out by many reviewers. So, punta naman tayo sa China ROM ng MIUI. So, obviously, China ROM, it's particularly developed for the Chinese market. So, mainland China mainly. The thing is, alam naman natin lahat na si Xiaomi is a Chinese smartphone maker. So, dito talaga siya sa China na buo at ginawa. So, ngayon, if you're living in China and you know how to speak Chinese, then obviously, you won't have a problem using a MIUI powered smartphone na may China ROM. Pero, syempre, kung hindi ka Chinese and you live outside of China, then you'll probably encounter some issues. Like what? Okay, so, since it's China ROM, lahat ng mga apps niya ay Chinese apps. And they're all in Chinese language. Alam din natin na hindi pwede mag-operate si Google sa China. That's why, hindi mo ma-access by default or out of the box ang Google Play services at, Google Play. Another downside niya is like yung global ROM, madami din siyang bloatware. Kailangan mo gumamit ng Mi credits to be able to buy themes. Again, sa global version, this is free. I mean, to be fair, in other smartphone makers, you have to buy them as well. Pero, madami kasing free na available sa mga sarili nilang store or even like sa Play Store. So, pero kay China ROM, you have to buy them. Anong maganda sa isang China ROM na MIUI? One is you can change like the font style. Apparently, hindi siya nagagawa sa global ROM version. Yung talagang stable out of the box na version ng global ROM. You can't do that. And of course, since it's China ROM, it supports all major network bands in China. So, walang problema siya for the Chinese people in the Chinese market. The good thing is, even if makabili ka dito ng MIUI with China ROM is pwede mo pa din naman siya ma-installan ng Google Play Services and Google Play Store, and at the same time, pwede mong palitan yung language to English. So that way, usable na siya even if wala ka sa China. So, ano naman yung EU ROM? So, baka nagtatanong kayo. So, EU ROM is basically, it's not like an official release by Xiaomi. It's more like developed by the community. And it's somewhere in between the global and the China ROM. Basically, kinuha nila yung magagandang features ng global ROM at magagandang features ng China ROM at pinagsama nila at tinanggal nila yung mga ayaw nilang features. So, yun yung meron si EU ROM that you can also like download. I think there's a website for it where you can like download it and flash it to your phone. So, magagamit mo siya. But the thing is, hindi ko lang din sure kung gaano kadalas yung updates, lalo na kung yung mga stable updates niya. But anyway, in terms of functionality, it's very similar sa global ROM and it has wider language support. If you think yung global ROM enough na sa'yo because it covers yung mga major languages, the EU ROM probably covers even more languages, particularly in the European region. Ano ba yung mga advantages ng EU ROM sa global ROM or sa China ROM? Okay, number one is walang ads sa MIUI na EU ROM, as in wala siyang ads. So if you consider seeing ads as something negative or it's a downside, then dito sa EU ROM wala siyang ads. Next is mas madami siyang customization, mas customizable siya, like mas madami kang options for gesture navigation, and also do sa lock screen mas madami kang na-add na widgets at na-edit. Also, there's less bloatware compared to the other two ROMs. In fact, nakatanggal yung mga ibang Google apps na pre-installed, sabi na like YouTube for example, and then yung mga MIUI apps, it's less than what you'll see in the MIUI China or global ROM. Also, it lacks tracking apps. So kung masyado kang paranoid na tina-track ng phone mo ang yung mga ginagawa, then with the EU ROM, it's more secure in that sense na hindi ka na-track. And of course, it passes SAFETYNET. It supports WIDEVINE, which is used for HD Netflix videos. And, you know, Camera 2 API is enabled by default. So, ito nagagamit to fully use yung manual controls ng camera. Like, yung mga manual focus, manual shutter speed. So, yun. So, basically, that's the advantage of using a Xiaomi phone or a Redmi phone with MIUI na EU ROM. So, na-mention ko na kung ano yung mga pros and cons nung tatlo. Mainly, actually, yung EU ROM, parang puro pros lang siya lahat, puro advantages lang lahat. Kasi nga, tinanggal niya yung mga negative stuff. Again, it depends dun sa version na may install mo. So, usually, ang mga updates palaging nauuna yan sa China ROM ng MIUI kasi nga alam naman natin dun yung nag-originate, and then of course, susunod na yung mga global ROM and EU ROM. But then again, we all know that the EU ROM is not an official release by Xiaomi itself. So, again, we would have to depend on, you know, the community for them to come up with a stable version. And dito sa tatlong ROM na to, tatanong nyo sa akin, ano nga ba yung pinaka-okay? Global ROM ba? China ROM? EU ROM? In theory, of course, pinaka-okay si EU ROM. But then again, it depends nga to sa stability ng version na makukuha mo. And of course, among all three ROMs, even if makuha mo yung pinaka-stable na version nila, there could still be some, you know, differences in terms of performance, battery life, battery management, and RAM management. So, dito sila nagkakatalo. They say na pinaka-okay daw sa lahat si EU ROM, but some would disagree. May iba naman yung sasabi, mas okay si China ROM kaysa kay global ROM, although not all also agree with that. It's a matter of preference, but the thing is, most of the time, you just have no choice because whatever is sold officially in your market, it's what you get. Kasi there's a chance na if you flash another ROM on your Xiaomi or Redmi phone, pwede mo ma-void yung warranty. I think especially for those na hindi techie, hindi expert sa mga ganito, I suggest na wag nyo i-tinker masyado yung mga gadgets nyo and just stick with whatever official release of the software na meron si Xiaomi sa area nyo. You know, just to be safe, you know.
So just to recap guys, yung global ROM and China ROM lang ng MIUI ang official ROM, while ang EU ROM ay isang custom ROM. Meanwhile, yung global ROM at EU ROM lang ang nagsusupport natively ng Google Apps, then si EU ROM lang ang walang ads sa MIUI and mas less yung bloatware niya.
Guys, sana madami kayong natutunan sa episode na ito. Alam ko, it's something na madami sa inyo nagtatanong. Pero ito na nga, sinabi ko na sa inyo kung ano yung mga differences nila, kung ano yung mga advantages and disadvantages ng bawat isang ROM na version ng MIUI. And yun, kung meron kayong mga katanungan, kung meron kayong mga suggestions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Only here on the channel where Nashty is nice. I'm Nashty. Till then.